$4,500 for this car.
For this guy.
It's a 1991 Honda Civic with a B20 engine.
B20 vtec.
B20 VTEC.
But no, all summer was the daily.
Oh, okay.
I was taking it like my dad has cancer treatments. I take him to Sunnybrook and shit like that. Not in this. I go to Scarborough to pick him up and then.
Right. So Rob's gonna be taking a Honda Civic. On it. You're sitting on it.
Ah, that's what I thought.
What? Oh. Is it gonna heat up? Okay. So he says his rat fan isn't working. We're just gonna take it around the block, come back. It's a 5-speed, right?
Yeah, the B series don't come auto.
Okay. Peppy little guy. Okay. Like a go-kart.
I know, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's sick, right?
It's very.
Bunch of build, bro.
How much did the entire build cost?
Car cost me $1,500. No, I think I got him down to 12. I can't even remember. I got him down to
How long ago?
$1,500 2 years ago. I ran into an old friend. A friend of mine, his cousin, we went to high school together, but I didn't know. But he's so into this that owns the red Civic there.
Okay.
Who's doing the turbo build here. If you haven't even noticed this in the clip.
I did.
Yeah.
I saw it earlier.
So he builds engines.
Okay.
All right, he is so big into EFs. I couldn't believe that he was right under my nose and I didn't even know about him. Like, he's a friend of a friend. Is just like, yo, I'll send my cousin over to your shop to look at your car because I was having a really hard time. I bought a B16, like a complete full B16
engine shiny
that can just drop right in and I don't have to do anything.
Right.
Right, because that's the type of swap I want to do.
Okay.
Right, I don't want to build the engine and do all this. Like,
just a B16.
Yeah, just throw it in, right? So my boy Dan comes over and he's just like, yo, bro, why do you want to do a B16 again? Because I did B16 in my CRX.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it's just what I know, right? It's just, that's all I know to do. He's like, no, bro, let's do a B20V. And he's like, I'll help you build the whole thing. I was like,
okay.
I was like, really? So we built it in his basement. We bring the engine down to his basement and we do complete tear down. So I was like, okay, bro, like, what are you going to want out of this shit? And he's like, well, buy a block, buy a B20 block. I'll okay it before you buy it. And I was like, all right, you okay it? And I bought a block, a B20 out of a CRV. Mint. Mwah. Mint specs. So then he's just like, okay, well, you want you to use your B16 head or just give me that whole complete motor and then he'll give me a GSR head with, a B16 head with GSR cams in it. So he's like, I'll throw that in. I bought the block. It's the tranny that came off of the swap. So then he's like, but let's tear it down and let's do crank bearings, let's do valves and lifters and like, let's do everything. And I was like, whatever, bro, you're helping me. Like, I'll buy whatever.
Yeah.
Buy whatever.
Just tell me what.
Whatever.
And I'll buy it.
And he's got shelving of parts too, right? Not that he's giving away, but he's going to donate it to the project.
Yeah.
I'm donating him a motor.
Right.
And it's just like we're coming together with all these parts that we have, right? And now that our relationship after 2-3 years, now it's like at the end of the day, it's like, guess what I just brought to the table? It's like, a full GSR right here.
You got him a GSR
Last week.
with a tranny?
Cable trans.
Okay.
So Dan tore down the motor. We cleaned the piston, put new rings. We honed the cylinders. New valve train.
How long did all of this take?
The whole winter and a whole summer.
So a year.
A year. Took a year, but then 2 years to put it all together after, right?
Okay.
That motor took a year. Because what he would do, he would strip the whole block down and then
clean
he works
everything.
midnight shifts.
Okay.
And then I do the toothbrushing.
And clean everything.
And clean everything, right?
Right.
So he would leave me all these parts before he goes to work at night, and I'd come home at night, and now I toothbrush all these parts and have them ready for him to install the next day. So we went through all that. A lot of parts in there are still his. The clutch is his. Nice new stock clutch. He wanted me to feel his 6-puck stage 4 clutch, bro. My foot hurts driving this. I felt it out there.
Yes.
You know, I have to
jerks
be
a
on
bit,
it
yeah.
or else.
Yeah.
So then it's his radiator in there still, but now I have pieces of radiators that I'm going to make work. It's still his rad in there because his EF's sitting back there, right? We used all parts, whatever parts we got, right? Dan has everything.
For Civic.
B series,
Yeah.
like forever. Dan did all this for me, yes. Yeah, and then over the time I did pay Dan back. We didn't say a set price, right?
Yes,
We didn't
so-
have a price. It's a buddy to buddy, like you know what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
So, you know, he wanted me to do OBD1, it's OBD0. You know, he wanted me to go the extra mile, but like, I'm on budget, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Dan welded this stuff for me, right? Because like,
The intake
I
and
bought the
stuff.
tubing
Yeah.
and stuff, but like, he had to weld it together. And like, you know, over the swap, it's like, I bought these rad hoses. And this is his radiator. I'm just waiting to get.
That's a beefy rad.
It's a $400 rad, which I'm waiting to buy, not off of him. He doesn't want to get rid of that.
So you want to buy something to replace this,
When
and
he
then
does his turbo in that car,
he needs the rad for
no,
it.
he needs a half rad. So
What
he's
do
not
you mean?
using this.
Okay. He needs
rad
half
for
of it.
Yeah, he needs the half rads that I have sitting over there.
Okay, got it.
Right?
And that would handle most of his cooling?
Oh yes, yeah. As long as it's like a dual core.
So
that's why we could go for a drive with no rad fan. I could drive this car everywhere with no rad fan. Traffic, maybe.
Might start to overheat.
Bought 3 and
V20s.
returned them to the people.
Because he didn't approve of them.
He didn't approve of them. I bring him to him and he measures the specs. He's like, no.
If you had cost out your expense on this build, not accounting for time or labor, the expense.
Expense. I bought so the B16 that I originally bought.
Yes.
$1,000.
Yes, but you never use that.
But I never used it. I gave it to him.
Okay,
So I have
okay.
to convert this car to hydro.
E20 pushing how many horsepower?
Maybe 200.
Feels alive.
It's a budget build though.
This is a riot though.
No, it's so fun. It's so fun to drive around.
And it's reliable?
Yes, 100% reliable. I've done downtown